Madam Chronicler.
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silence the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Alec and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor, Negandel, used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
You mentioned him once or twice. He was your mentor?
Indeed. He was a master cipher, author, activist, and member of the royal family.
Sounds like quite a guy.
Indeed. And as he used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts. For what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, The Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
That's huge and unexpected.
A lot of eyes are watching you now, wondering what you'll do next.
Yes, well, we're not the only ones.
I can help you with that. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
I passed all the tests. I was welcomed into the Legion of Dawn already. Sort of.
The trials proved you're worthy to become a Legionnaire, but you're not one yet. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted counsel?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place, but a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did, the Legionnaires.
In the trials, Ardenvasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Ardenvasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a Legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the Legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
Freelancer, you're here. Good.
What have you got for me, Bryn?
Remember that ultra-powerful Shaper relic the Scars were enhancing with Arcanist machinery?
Yeah, and that Iskari saying the relic would bring down the fort.
The Scars hit it well, but thanks to our beacons, I may be onto something. We're detecting a massive Scar presence and a power signature I don't recognize. It's got to be the relic.
I'm on it.
Go, Freelancer. And thank you.
Medeiros was the son of Arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course, but he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Right, I'm sure this story doesn't start with a child killed by a chimera.
That would be a much shorter story than this one. He'd never seen a Chimera. He'd never even seen a Grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the Chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the Chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the Chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the Chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrel found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? That's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiros replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, "He is home." From then on, Medeiros served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
Good, good. There you are. I have news on our missing Shaper fragments.
You found them?
Not exactly, but I do know that coward Diggs is planning on selling them off to the highest bidder.
An auction?
Yes, some of the Arcanists you rescued overheard a few things. Gave me the idea.
Where would this happen?
I talked with some freelancers. Got some locations that would be ideal. My gut tells me Diggs won't wait long to do this.
Sounds right, okay? I'll get out there and start a search.
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsus. The Heart of Rage, no less. I knew he'd bring the thunder.
And some lightning along with it. You know, to make a statement.
You've been listening. Damn, that makes me proud.
You might have rubbed off.
To think, when we first met, the forge wouldn't even work. And now, you tamed the mother of all storms. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaperonic has done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
Freelancer, I'm hearing good things.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer, but that storm killed some of our best.
We can't forget those who died, but at least no one else will die there.
Thank you. It means a lot to me and my brother.
You're welcome.
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsus was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Things will only get better from here.
Hope so.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, big fish.
While we're tracking down Moore's archive, I've got some work for you. My colleagues are beginning to see the benefits of help from a skilled freelancer. Freelancer.
How are things?
You know, trying to keep busy. Maddie's out finding new fun things to do, Errol's working on work, and I'm trying to find where I fit in, I suppose. It's messy. I feel set adrift sometimes.
You'll make it work. It's what you do. You figure out how to make the best of a situation.
It's easier when I have a target, someone to be angry at or something to work on. What would you do?
I'd go with my gut. It's never led me astray.
You sound like Maddie.
Maddie can be right sometimes.
Yes, I know. My gut tells me I should talk to him about this.
Think that's a wonderful idea.
Just watch, he'll tell me I should go searching for myself in a scar hive or something.
And if you run into trouble, I'll be there.
Oh, before I forget, I ran into Aruna. She was happy to hear we made it out alive. She also said something about taking your advice. She wanted me to catch up on old times or something.
That's wonderful. She seems nice, really smart.
Maybe even smarter than Matthias was, certainly less obnoxious. You ask me? Matthias didn't appreciate what he had back then. Anyway, I won't keep you. See you around?
Still pursuing the mystery of Robin Moore's hidden message?
Of course. In fact, Maddie wants to talk to you about that.
I'll keep that in mind. What else is new with you?
I've read some books since we last chatted.
And?
There is no and. Must there be something else?
Most people have varied interests.
Ah, you said most people. My circumstances make me unusual.
Can't argue with that.
With Maddie constantly distracted and Sumner punching wildly at things, someone needs to work.
Don't the others?
They help. Their diverse perspectives are critical. But of late, most of the scholarly tasks have fallen to me.
You're probably the best suited to it of the three of you.
Precisely my thought. Where I go from here is simple. I am the Arcanist. Among the three of us, I've had the easiest time adjusting to the division. Matthias was an Arcanist. I am still an Arcanist. The non-scholar parts of Matthias must figure out their place. It can't be easy. I'm glad you're our friend. That means you'll be here for them.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm glad to hear it. Now I should let you go.
See you around, Errol.
Tank, you can't be serious.
It's in the agent's report.
Here's my favorite freelancer. You know, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Tassin.
Do you know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty. You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know that besides resourcefulness, courage, and intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all?
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No. Working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You make it sound so fun.
You joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
There you are. You missed Halleck and Yaro's duet. I keep thinking about the luminary in the agent's report.
Now,
It was such a relief to receive
hey, my friend.
Halleck, feeling okay?
Yep, had a bottle of cackleberry wine. Been waiting years to pop it open. Needed the right occasion.
Ah.
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain. Hoping the anthem might sing to me. Anyway, so I once took a whiz in my javelin.
Halleck, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Who hasn't tested the hydraulics out once in a while?
Hydraulics. See? Truth is, I never thought you were funny. At all. Like, ever.
Never.
Nope. But the truthier truth is I like you anyway. You're a good friend. Just don't go telling Halleck I said that.
Feelings mutual. You're not such a bad guy after all.
What? You been drinking cackleberry wine or something?
No, this is me 100% sober.
Huh. We need to change that. Hey, reminds me. I once took a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just our union with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She might need more time to get used to your job.
It's been 3 years and about 30 messages.
Or maybe not.
I've talked to her about my work, tried to get her interested. No luck.
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things, and shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
I'm good at flying a javelin. If I don't do it, who will?
Obligation, huh? Never would have guessed. That's not me, though. I love the work that I do. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving. Or miss out on some great discovery.
Are you going to let fear drive your decisions?
Fear? But I face death all the time.
There's more than one kind of courage.
You're saying fieldwork is the safe choice?
It's the one you know.
That's completely backward and sensible. Maybe what requires more courage right now is being there for my mother. I have a lot to think about, and I should see if that teaching position's still open. Check with me soon.
Good. Let's get started.
on contracts for me, Matty?
A collection of Shaper fragments was reported near where you are. See if you can find them.
Got it. On my way.
The Scorpion Nest. Take out the eggs before the place is swarming with those horrid creatures.
I understand.
Good. Good. Please continue.
Enemies down.
Ah, you have emerged the victor. Well done. Finished. Very well handled, my freelancer friend. Those fragments will provide a great deal of insight. Interesting. I have something else for you not too far away. There's a site I want you to look at. I'm hoping to send a group of Arcanists there.
Got it. On my way.
Wolven made this site far too dangerous. Please, do something.
I can do that.
Bad luck. Some wyvern have arrived. Keep your head up.
Will do.
Just a little more.
The fight's over.
Hope you aren't too battered and bruised. Very well done. Just realized I have something else for you in the area. I'm seeing some wildly fluctuating energy signals from an area nearby. Please look into it.
Understood. I'm on it.
I see a relic is spinning out of control. We'll need to find the fragments and shut it down.
Okay. clear. Enemies down.
Ah, you have emerged the victor. Well done. Work is getting done. Well done. I'm glad to have someone to explore the mysteries of the world with me. Exciting.
Bryn, I'm on my way. What should I be expecting?
Well, if our beacons are correct, which they are, lots of scars and a very large relic.
Tough, but doable.
Or it's going to be exceptionally challenging and I may never hear from you again.
Or that.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were just saying things that might happen.
I'm here, but nothing else is.
That's not possible.
I'll look around. Just one relic, and it's inert. Could your readings be wrong?
No, there's no way. Did you hear that?
I sure did.
Follow it. This time, it's definitely going to be lots of scars and a very big relic.
Oh, I believe you.
It sounds like maybe you don't. Honestly, it's going to be very intense. Aha! That must be the Scar's Doomsday relic. Oh. Relic sun. Sorry, there's two.
Fantastic. Working on it.
Now the second relic's going volatile. I've never seen one of those come out of a relic. This is it, Freelancer. You can finish it.
Doomsday relics. Destroyed.
The fort is safe again. Oh.
Are they retreating? Look, they're retreating.
Bryn?
Freelancer?
I don't think it's over.
Freelancer? I've never seen a relic do that.
Hold tight. We'll get this done. Bryn?
Yes? No. Looks like we found it. It's making echoes? Grab them to silence it. Some relic. I mean, that is some relic that you can absolutely and easily silence.
I think that's it.
That's really it?
That's really it.
Scars, the relics, thy scar eye, thy sentinels.
We did it.
We did. Come see me back at the fort when you can, freelancer.